Hello, today I just want to show you how to make some fingerless gloves. They're really cool. I like to wear these, especially when it gets in the cold weather, which we don't get cold weather too much here in Florida, that cold anyway. We get it sometimes though, but I'm going to show you how to make these. I chained 25. I made a chain of 25 for my wrist. It depends on the size of your wrist, however, whatever size your wrist size is. But I chained 25, and then I connected it together to make a ring. Once I made the chain of 25, I put, I single crochet, I slip stitch, if I can get my words out right today. I slip stitch into the first chain stitch to form a ring, and then I just started doing double crochets all the way around, which I did 2 rows already, just to get it started and to show you how I do it. But it's just whatever size your wrist is, but you just put a double crochet in one double crochet in each stitch. There's no increasing or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. You just put one double crochet into each stitch like that until you get back to your starting point. You just keep going over and over and over like that until you get it to where your thumb is, and then when you get to your thumb, that's the only one that you'll make a thing for your thumb to fit through. So when you get to your thumb, you'll chain, which I would say about chain 2 of them, depending on your thumb size. I would chain 2 and then skip 2 stitches, and then in the 3rd stitch, start, continue your double crochets into each stitch. Oh, oops, I messed that up. And then just keep going around like that. And that's the only one you'll make a finger hole for, is your thumb. Because the fingerless gloves don't have fingers in them. It just has a thumb. Oops. It just has a thumb. One for your thumb, but that's it. That's the only one you'll have to worry about making a finger hole for, is your thumb. But depending on your thumb size, I would say at least 2 stitches to make it feel comfortable, so it won't be too tight. I'd say at least 2 of them. To chain 2 and then skip 2. Oops, if I can get that in there right. But chain 2 and skip 2, and then just in the 3rd stitch, just keep on going with your double crochets in each stitch all the way around until you get to the end of your hand, until you get to about right here, or like in the middle of your fingers, like right about there. And then I would stop. Whatever size you want. You can go. Some people go halfway to where your knuckles are, and some people go all the way. But you can either go all the way to the end of your hand or just halfway. However you want to make them. It's up to you. However long you want to make them fit. If you want it to fit your whole hand or just half of your fingers, but it doesn't matter. You can have it fit all of them if you want to, and just go to the end of your fingers, and then tie it off. But you just keep going around like this until you get to the part where you make one for your thumb, a finger hole for your thumb, until you get back to your starting point, when mine is way over here. But until you get all the way back there, and you just keep going until you get your, let's see if I can fit this on here. Until you get to about, I'll just slide it down a little bit and act like that's where I'm at so I can kind of give you an idea. Until you get to about right here on your hand. And then you chain 2 and then stretch it over to the 3rd stitch and skip 2, and then you just continue all the way around. That way you'd have your finger hole there for your thumb to fit in. But that's how you would do it, to just go all the way around like that. But I'll put the written pattern in the description box of the video in case it wasn't clear enough. I try to make it as clear as I can. But sometimes things are hard to explain. This is easier to show, but I try to, since I don't know how to do all the editing stuff, I don't have any programs for that on my phone to do all that stuff with, so I try to just get the project started and kind of give you an idea of how it goes, and then put the written pattern in the description box so you can follow along with that. So that's how you do them. You just keep going around until you get to your starting point with each row, but there's no increase in once you get it the size of your wrist. Of course, you'll have 24 stitches if you do like I did with 25, because you'll put double crochet in the second stitch from the hook once you get your chain of 25 done, so it'll really be 24 stitches that you'll have. But if you make it the size mine is, but however, whatever size it is that fits comfortably on your around your wrist and around your hand is the size you'll make it. You just measure it with the, when you make your chain, you make it long enough to stretch all the way around your wrist. You know, that's what I did with mine. I just made it until it wrapped around my wrist, where I could hold both ends like this around my wrist comfortably, not where it would be too tight or anything, but that's how you do it. And then you just slip stitch in the first chain from the hook to form the ring, and then you just put your double crochets all the way around until you get to the part where you gotta make the thumb hole for your thumb. But other than that, it's pretty easy to do. I like making those fingerless gloves when it gets cold, because it really keeps your hand warm. It keeps your hands really warm, and this is 100% acrylic yarn, by the way. And you can use any yarn you want to, really. So I've seen it where people use cotton and they use different kinds of yarn, but I'm just using 100% acrylic for this. Darn thing's getting stuck in there. I'm just using my acrylic yarn for this, but I've seen people make it out of cotton yarn also. You can use cotton or polyester or whatever kind of yarn you want. It doesn't really matter what kind you use, but either way, the pattern goes the same way. You just go all the way. I think that's my starting point. Oops, I just wanted to show you real quick how I did that. You just slip stitch it into the first stitch, and then you chain one, and then you double crochet into that same stitch that you just slip stitched into, and then you just start your row again, and then you just keep on going all the way around, like I was saying, until you get to the point where you'd make your thumb hole. But I hope that was easy enough for you to understand and to follow along with. But I will leave the written pattern in the description box of the video, just in case. And I'll also leave the link to my GoFundMe account for donations for my art supplies and craft supplies, in case anybody wants to help sew into that. That would be awesome. But until next time, I will see y'all later, and pray that y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.